I want to tell you guys, you're going to see it in the top left or top right hand corner. My store, about 5 years ago, we brought on Afterpay and ShopPay. You'll see it up there in the left or right hand corner. Okay, I realize right now money's not flowing like it used to flow, and I want to tell you guys that's why I went to the front office and I fussed with them tooth and nail to make sure that you guys had Afterpay and ShopPay. Okay, you can see it up there in the corner, and I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, let's say you buy this bag of plastics that is $41. This is a 100-piece Fireball Blue. We finance this for you. Okay, so let's say this is $40 for the sake of a conversation. On ShopPay and Afterpay, you can pay bi-weekly or you can pay monthly, I think, on ShopPay. So when you get your whole cart, I will finance your entire cart. I want to slow down. I want to make sure you guys understand it, so it doesn't take you can still go fishing and it doesn't take a big bite out of your budget. Let's say you got this. Let's say you just got $100 in there. Okay, you bought 2 packs of plastic, $100. Okay, 2 pack of 100 packs or whatever just equals $100. So when you get ready to check out on Afterpay or ShopPay, 4 payments broke up into $100, 20, 40, 60, 80. That's 5 payments, right? That's 5 payments. Well, 25. So let's say if you're doing Afterpay, 4 payments, which is bi-weekly, okay, $25. You go ahead and pay, your cart is $100. But when you get ready to check out, all you pay is $25. Okay, that's when you're using Afterpay. All you pay is $25. When you pay your $25, remember, you still got 3 payments left of $25. When you pay that first $25, we ship this to you free of charge. Okay, 2 weeks goes by, you owe another $25. 2 weeks goes by, you owe another $25. At the end of a month, you done paid $100. There's no interest. You don't pay $110. All you pay is originally what you wanted to pay, which was $100. No interest. Okay, that's with ShopPay and Afterpay. From what I'm understanding, you have a choice with ShopPay. You can go. I can finance your cart up to $25,000, $30,000, $100,000. Okay, with ShopPay. So you set up on ShopPay how you wish to choose to pay. The whole point of why I did this, guys. Let's say if you wanted one of my 9-foot or one of my rods. Okay, let's say for the sake of argument, this 9-footer that comes with a reel, okay, pure carbon fiber. You guys are going to see me fishing with this come fall when they turn back on, okay, before we get into the video. Let's say this is $200. Okay, so you pay $50. Am I right? Yes, $50. So in 2 weeks, you owe another $50. 2 weeks from that, you owe another $50 until it equals $200. So when you get finished paying for this rod, all you pay is $200. No interest, just $200. But meanwhile, when you pay your first $50, it's automatically shipped to you, 2-day air, free of charge, no shipping on it, and all you pay is $50. That's the advantage of Afterpay and ShopPay. You get your stuff now, and you pay later. And from what I'm understanding, people are using that now for groceries. So let me say this too. Let's say you have an amount that you use in Cam's Crappy Hole, okay? With Afterpay or ShopPay, they give you an amount. You can take that amount. You can also shop at other places, Macy's. You can shop at Foot Locker. Whoever accepts ShopPay, whoever accepts Afterpay, you can use it like a virtual credit card everywhere you go. Does that make sense what I'm saying? If you guys have any questions, reach me. Let's get to the video. It's your boy Cam at Cam's Crappy Hole. Yank! Guys, October 26th, 4 o'clock EST time. It's your boy Cam at Cam's Crappy Hole. I want to tell everybody out there, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've given me. But today, you're going to be introduced to who I am and what I'm doing specifically. I'm struggling. I'm going to tell you guys right up front that I am struggling. You guys have seen me, plus with the change in weather, our lows are getting down to like 45. So that's triggering my allergies, my throat, my eyes. You see me wipe my eyes from the, everything that's going on. It's funny because I don't remember having this when I was growing up, but I'm having it now. Let me talk to you. I'm going to tell you what's going on with me, okay? And I'm putting this out there in hopes that some of you guys will be able to relate, that understand we have a tendency to think that we're the only one that this is happening to. It doesn't work like that. Okay, man, why am I struggling? Why I can't catch no crappie? Am I using the wrong plastic? Am I using the wrong rod? Am I using the wrong line? And do I need the downsides? Do I need upsides? Chill, bro, chill. Crappie are just going through their natural progression. We're going from summertime into winter. I'm sorry, summertime into fall. So their habits are going to change. A lot of you guys, sometimes you'll luck up and land right on top of them. Others, they may struggle. Put me in the struggle category. You guys have seen me all summer, all the way up through September. I've just been on fire. But now, I'm ice cold. Can't catch. Can't catch. Let me tell you what happened. So I had to go through my history of my log on my videos. I've told you guys I do 80% of my fishing is done on the computer, even before I touch water. There comes a point when I'm doing all my homework, and there comes a time, the only way to really be able to tell is to get out there and get that hook wet. That's where I am right now. So, night before last, which would put us at about, I don't know, middle of last week, Thursday, Wednesday, somewhere around there, went out at 7 o'clock. Went trolled 8 rods from right here to the front of the lake all the way to the back, and from the back all the way back, not even a bite. Woke up one morning, spider rig. Got out there, it was 52 degrees, not even a bite. One day I went out there, caught a little 10-inch crappie, threw him back. Now I'm running 8 poles. Sometimes I run 6. So I automatically know unequivocally if they're biting or not because of the amount of poles that I'm running. You guys have seen me run my poles, okay? And also I want to add this along to this, a quick sidebar. Crappie don't waste your time. You don't have to sit there for 3 or 4 hours and figure out whether crappie are biting or not. When you pull up, they're going to tell you if they're biting or not. That's just the way it is. By the way, I want to tell everybody that happy Halloween who are celebrating Halloween that's coming up. So I came on here to let you guys know. A lot of you guys say, Cam, man, you're a professional crappie fisher. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. The only difference between you and me is that I walk around with a camera. You guys have heard me say that before. Okay, yeah, I may manufacture and supply, the country mom and pop stores with a lot of plastics and hooks, nasty bin hooks, diesel bill hooks. I do all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm just like you guys. I put on one pants leg at a time. Put on front of my shirt, then in the back. Pull it in. Same way. Ain't no difference. Ain't no difference in what you do or anybody else. Okay? And if you fish for crappie long enough, you're going to struggle. I promise you, there ain't nobody out there every time they go out crappie fishing, they come back with bundles of crappie. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. Now, also, I want you guys to remember that I don't fish with a whole bunch of technology. I don't fish with, this technology and this technology, run to the front of the boat, the back of the boat. Dude, I'm simple. I keep things simple. Just like my life, I keep things very, very simple. So, you ask, well, Cam, tell me what's going on. Why are we not catching fish? Well, let me give a real quick disclaimer before I get into why. It depends on your body of water. If you're fishing a pond or a lake, for some of your big bodies of water, this may not apply to, that they lower the levels down. They got, water, a lot of water coming in, a lot of water going out. They draw the lake down. This may not apply to you, but your natural lakes, your man-made lakes, your man-made ponds, bodies of water, they're turning over. They're turning over. Okay? Use this as an example. Let me use this. What else can I use? I'll just use these. Okay, let's use this. I got 2 napkins here. This is the cold water. This is the warm water. We're going from summertime into fall, right? So that top layer of water is going down to the bottom, and the bottom layer with all the nutrients in it is going to the top. It's turning over. Let me tell you what happened. While I was out there, one time coming back in from spider rigging, I noticed the gizzard shad that was about 18 inches long. He was on the water floating. And you guys will pick up on this. When the water's starting to turn over like this, during the cold weather, going from the warm water to the cold water, all the nutrients on the bottom, it comes to the top. All the warm water goes to the bottom. There's lack of oxygen. Okay, there's lack of oxygen. And that's why you see some fish dead. Okay, that gives you a sure sign that this lake is turning over. Or you'll see natural bubbles, okay, coming from the bottom of the lake, coming all the way to the top. That's another sign the lake is turning over. During that time, fish are hard to catch. During that time, Fish are hard to catch. It could happen, it could take 2 days up to 2 weeks, 10, 14 days, depending on the body of water. But the main reason why I'm telling you guys this, it has nothing to do with you. And I don't want you guys to run away from that body of water. Man, I done bought Cam's 9 foot, I done bought the 10 foot, I done bought the Mr. October Gold, and I can't catch nothing. Chill, bro. Just relax. Let nature do what it has to do. Let that body of water gets finished turning over, okay? And then the fish, they'll reacclimate and they'll be ready to go. I'm going to get back on the water after or right during Halloween. Okay? This is what I did. This is very, very simple stuff, guys. I'm not, listen, I'm not a genius. I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer. And that's just the way that it is. But one thing I have on my side is that I'm persistent. I'm going to hold tight and wait. Around Halloween, I'm going to try to get back out there with those nighttime bobbers. I went to my history on my channel. A lot of you guys have heard me say, when you're catching fish in the fall, take pictures. Take pictures. You can use that and go back like a timeline. Boom, boom. What was I doing this time last year? Let me look. Let me see what I was doing this time last year, 2023. Let me see what I was doing this time, 2022. Bingo. Bing. Dry snitch. You got the information right there. Fish are creatures of habit. They're going to come back. And they're going to feed. Okay? That's all I did. I did my homework. Went back to 23. Went back to 24. Went back to 22. Went back to 21. Went back to 20. Halloween. Halloween. This lake, my lake down here, and I got to tell you where I'm located. So if you're in Alabama, you're in Florida, you're in North Carolina, you're in Mississippi, you're down here in the deep south, it's going to be somewhere similar. Okay? The reason why I tell you where I'm located is because you know my climate. My climate is similar to yours. Your body of water, pending the size, I'm 200 acres. I'm fishing the second largest private lake in the state of Georgia. Okay, to give you an idea. 200 acres, right at 200 acres. It's bumping 200 acres. But let me tell you, it's no fun coming back with 2 black eyes from fishing these crappie. If you're a crappie fisherman, if you're a fisherman, period, you're going to know really quick what it feels like to eat several slices of humble pie. Some days you go out there, you're flipping, you done downsize, you done upsize, you got new knots, you got new jigs, you got new plastics, the weather's right, the wind's low, the temperature's right, water temperature's right, everything's right, but you're not catching fish. That happens. But stay persistent, okay? Let a front come through, let some rain come through, let temperatures cool down, let them go up, and then get back out there and you see what happens, okay? You could be fishing the right spots, but you may be fishing the wrong time of year. Just give it a little break or so, okay? Just relax. Don't throw your hands up and get frustrated, okay? Because one thing unequivocally, those fish are going to feed. It's just a matter of you being there when they decide to feed. That's what this whole thing is about. Again, let me show you. The water's cool down here because you're going from summer, you're going into fall. So the temperatures are starting to cool down. You may go to that body of water and you see condensation on the top. That means that water temperature is cooler, is warmer than the air surface. That's why you see it starting to cool down. That's why you see that condensation, that little fog on top of the water. Okay, that means the air temperature is cool and that water is warmer. So what happens is when it continues to stay that way, when it continues to get cooler, 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 that water temperature starts to turn. All of a sudden that top level of water and the bottom level, they change. Okay, and it's a slow process. Again, it can take anywhere from 2 days up to 14 days for that lake to turn over. And by the way, I want to tell you guys, a lake or a body of water turning over is real. It is real. All those nutrients down there in that cold water will come to the top. And I want to say this too. It is a fish's discrepancy on whether it wants to stay deep or stay shallow. That's their decision to do. Okay? You may get out there, you may catch 1 or 2. Well, wait a minute. Back in September, I was catching 20, 30 crappie. 50. You guys saw matter of fact, I hope I have the image on there. Just last month, we're in October, just last month, September, you saw the crappie that I was catching. Okay? That's why I tell you guys, listen, If you find the crappie, enjoy it. Catch as many as you can, because I promise you, those fish are smart, and crappie are smart, and they are going to change their habits. And it's all about the temperature. That's what's going to determine everything, okay? But what was a dead giveaway? Again, I want to recap. I saw all these bubbles coming up. I was like, okay, I still didn't put two and two together. I saw these bubbles coming up, and then when I was coming in off of that big water right there, I saw a big gizzard shad. He was just barely floating along, barely alive. I was like, why is he floating on the water? Then I went to my timeline, started to search what I was doing, and I remember I did a video I saw where the lake is turning over. Same thing, same time last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. Because even I get frustrated when I can't find these crappie. Mother Nature has a strange way of making sure that every animal, every living thing reproduces. That's just the way it is, okay? I'm sorry to tell you guys, but you're not the focus of this planet. a lot of us think that this world rotates around us, but it doesn't, okay? No matter how big of a person that you think you are. So it's important for me to come on here and to let you guys know that. So you give it a week or so. Give it a week. Relax, chill out, make sure you got your line, make sure everything, test your knots, retie, check your line, make sure your line doesn't have any dings in it, make sure, you know, it's not stretched, make sure your jig heads are freshly painted, make sure your hooks are sharp, make sure your plastics are good, vibrant colors, and listen, for anything else, you got to make sure you got that Mr. October Gold. Because I'm going to tell you this, that Mr. October Gold, I'm going to rock it right now in the fall. And also I'm gonna run it in the spring with that diesel built black jig head. I may run a candy red too, but I know for a fact I'm gonna be running that black jig head. All right, after I do this, the neighbor and we have discussed, I got an overgrown chameleon. I mean, it's probably 15 feet high, and I'm gonna cut it down and I'm going to drop some more habitat. I'm going to have, you probably see it up there right now. I'm going to have where I'm going to do it in two parts. I'm going to do the build and I'm going to do the drop. Didn't cost that much. All I did was to get some cinder blocks, get some rope, and I'm going to tie those big limbs and drop right in front of that old, I did a video of an old dock, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare it now for November, December, January, February. We're right back at pre-spawn. So I'm going to, listen, I'm going to expand that strike zone by dropping high-rise condos and flats. Most of these are going to be flats, okay? So when I put that cinder block and the branches are going to be like 15 feet, it's just going to be like a mat, okay, of branches they can swim in and out of and hide for cover. I'm going to do like maybe 4 of them, maybe 6. Okay, this old dock has been, I want you guys to underscore this twice. That old dock has been producing crappie for me, and I may have the hyperlink right down there below so you guys can click it and watch it, or either on an end screen so you can watch it. It's been producing for the last 2, 3, 4 years, this old dock. So come February, March, you're going to see me doing it, okay? So that's what I'm up against right now, guys. So generally December, January, when it's too cold, I build up some of the spots that I know I'll be fishing. So listen, go ahead, relax, enjoy the rest of your evening, get you some coffee, man, chill out, let a few days go by, let a week go by, depending on how big a body of water that you're fishing that you're gonna have to wait for the water to turn over. And listen, if you don't find what I'm saying factual, Google lake turning over. What does that mean? Just Google it. This is something that an old school cat told me about 10 years ago, and I've always lived by this. You're catching, and all of a sudden, fish aren't there. You can't even buy a bite. I can't spider rig, I can't troll, casting and retrieving, I'm not having any luck. Chill, bro, it's coming. Just relax. Don't knock yourself out of the game. Just chill, okay? So I wanted to come in here, guys, and explain that to you. You can see the water behind me. Everything's ready. We're cooling off. I'm getting ready for Halloween. And I'll be going out at night. I'll be going out somewhere around 6:30. And I'll be fishing till about 9, depending how long they bite. And listen, when you start trolling those bobbers, it won't take long. Matter of fact, sometimes when I'm setting up with that Mr. October Gold or that Goldfinger or the blue, black, and chartreuse, and I'm going to be running curly tails. When I set up and I put that minnow in there and I got to set up 6 poles and I drop that one bobber in there, I look up, it's gone already. Okay? You'll know when the crappie is starting to bite again. Okay? Listen, a lot of you guys have talked to me on the phone. I appreciate you so much. If you need to reach me, you guys know how to reach me. You can see camscrappyhole.com down there. Also, I'm going to do the same video on TikTok shop. Cam, C-A-M-M, C as in cat, A as in apple, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, at 272572. You'll see it right down there. Okay? So I'm going to run the same video for TikTok shop because they're giving me love over there on TikTok. And I want to tell you guys, thank you so much, man. We've been doing this now, and come April, it's going to be 12 years. I've been doing this for Google and YouTube. All right? So, like I said, guys, there ain't no difference between me and you. All the only difference is I walk around with a camera. That's it. Okay? I record just about everything. What kind of life is that? You record everything what you do. Again, you remember the analogy I said, the lake is turning over. So that's what's transpiring right now. Until next time, guys, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and remember, if you need me, just reach out to me. This is your boy Cam with Cam's Crappy Hole. Till next time, we'll see you on the next turn. Yank!